Welcome everyone to this week's edition of Honey Hole All Outdoors. I'm with Charles Whited, known him for a long time, great tournament angler. But we're in his part of the country. We're in downtown Austin, Texas. It's cold out, it's winter time. We haven't had 40-degree days, probably 3, 4, 6 days or so.
It's bad.
Some 20-degree days, water temperatures in the 50s. But we're on Town Lake, also known as what?
Lady Bird.
Lady Bird Lake?
Yep, Lady Bird, Town Lake.
But Charles and I talked about it, and we were going to fish Lake Austin, but with the conditions that we're facing today, and there's lots of opportunities to fish, we got grass here.
Yeah, lots of grass.
It's a beautiful looking lake, and another thing is I've never been here before.
Yeah.
And I like going to new lakes, but
it's a good one.
But we're gonna go out here and throw some A-rigs, probably a little drop shot, soft plastic, rattle trap, something like that.
Yep.
But
Cover a lot of water. Put the trolling motor down here and just cover
that's
water.
one thing about this lake. You can't crank your big motor.
Fish up to one side and come down the next. That's it.
Man, I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be good.
All right. For 28 years, Honey Hole has done a new show every week. What you see on a Honey Hole show is what we catch that day. Whatever size bass we catch, that's what you see. I really don't have a favorite. Probably the East Texas lakes, Sam Rayburn, Toledo Bend, Fork, those lakes, you know, got a great tradition and they got great fishing, and I always enjoy fishing those lakes. But whatever my favorite lake is the one I'm on that day. There is no substitute for time on the water. That's the key to being successful in bass fishing. We have one day on the water to get the Honey Hole show in the can. Yeah, originally Honey Hole started as a magazine. Wade Hatton recorded and wrote a song, Put Me on the Cover. Put me on the cover of Honey Hole magazine. Got him.
There you go. I think that's the one that slapped at my deal. I felt a little. There we go, breaking the ice.
Got to start somewhere.
A lot of fish like that in this lake.
Charles is throwing a crankbait, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
It's clear water too.
Good chunk.
Not bad. Middle of the winter time.
Oh yeah.
And is this, you know, kind of talk about the pattern that we're on. What do you usually do when you first come
Well,
in?
right now we got 52 water temp, so we're gonna stay on the bottom a lot, and we're gonna throw rattle traps in the milfoil and throw that Alabama rig. Just kind of basically the 3 baits I like throwing right now are slow rolling, a big spinner bait. You know, it is winter time, but
well, we've had some really cold weather.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to a hot water lake, you know, a lake with grass like this is real good.
Yeah, they're here, and the large numbers, you just got to keep it in front of them, I think, and we'll catch them.
I forgot to look and see what color it hit. Couldn't tell. I don't remember if it's white or green.
He ate that.
Usually I always throw 2 different colors on my A-rig like that.
I did real good this year throwing all white with 1 gray. One gray did. Man, they would hit that. I put that river to sea swim bait, kind of like what you're throwing, but a little bit bigger.
We're just moving up the creek here, and man, actually the hydrilla is just solid out here, isn't it?
Solid milfoil, a little bit of mixed hydrilla, and
mostly milfoil.
Yes, sir.
So milfoil doesn't grow as deep as hydrilla.
It actually matted up this year, but good old chunk right there.
Good, healthy fish.
Nice.
And does this lake stay good, this Town Lake, or Lady Bird Lake, or Town Lake? I'm gonna call it Town Lake all day, because that's what we used to always call it, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Does it stay good, pretty good all winter?
Yeah, it stays good, and you know, it's starting to really, the grass is dying off, so it's going to really start getting really good, you know. And you know, we're coming up February.
Right.
It's going to be right.
Because it's down here in the Austin area, you know, it warms up pretty quick.
It does, yeah.
I'm sure the spawn's full blown March.
Yeah, and there every once in a while that mid-February on the moon is right. So
just depends on the winter we've had.
Yeah.
We've had a pretty bad cold front the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've been knocked down. The temperature's knocked down a little bit. You know, we started off having a real warm winter, and then the last couple of weeks we've been getting hit. So I think it may have slowed the bite down a little, but it's going to be a good spring.
There's one.
Oh yeah.
What are you throwing?
Little crankbait,
Okay.
red color.
Oh yeah, nice. You said when we got up here,
Yeah.
good fishing.
Fishing's been a little bit better up here. He jumped on that one. Look, a little 8-foot runner, little lucky crab.
Oh yeah.
I actually had it custom painted. It's a fried green tomato color.
You had it custom painted?
Yeah. But good little chunk.
I mean, that's like 30 seconds after the last one.
Yeah, so we're getting where the fish are a little bit.
What is the limit here?
I think they're 21 and over.
Is it?
It's a
No,
slot.
it's a slot?
Yeah.
So 14 to 21?
14 to 21.
Okay. But I didn't
Pretty sure, but nobody keeps
fish.
them, and most tournaments here are paper tournaments, and so
Yeah.
it's one of those deals.
Hey, I said your turn, so get up here
Okay.
and run the front guy. Not very
Bill's
often.
being very nice to me.
I don't very often let somebody run the front. But Charles and I have known each other a long time. But we're going to go to break. We come back. I mean, we're in the middle of downtown Austin.
Downtown.
It's great to come down here in the wintertime like this.
This little bridge piling up here might have something.
Oh, this looks so good. I'm glad we picked Town Lake.
It is neat. No, I don't think anybody's really ever done a show over here. I can't remember, you know.
I've never been here. I like to say, I like going to new lakes.
This segment of Honey Hole All Outdoors is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Nitro Performance Fishing Boats, the pro's choice. GoPro, be a hero. Bel-Ray, flex your engine. And by Moritz Chevrolet, find new roads.
My wife and I work hard for our money,
But our past credit history wasn't great.
so we went to Mike Carlson Motor Company because they helped us get an affordable loan with the lowest down payment we've ever had.
We love our car.
My car repair bills were out of control, so I went to mcmcauto.com. They have a great selection of reliable cars, and every car comes with a real warranty. I love my car.
MCMC knows that you deserve to love your car. Visit mcmcauto.com.
We'll be glad you can go barefoot again.
There we
There's
go.
a bite. Nice one. I don't know. Shaky
Hello.
head or manto?
First cast of that watermelon red wacky worm.
Oh, okay. Nice fish.
Fat
Look
dude.
how fat they are.
They're busting at the seams. Look at that.
You said next month, February, they'll probably start spawning.
Yeah, they might do it early here. Well, we needed that when we went through a little dry spell. I think that's 4 fish.
Yeah, it's still early though.
Still early
Yeah,
though.
it's- I mean, it had such a bad front come through, but you know, we're here on Town Lake, but if somebody wanted to come fishing in this area, what other opportunities are there?
And with these constant level lakes, we got Austin here, LBJ, you know, an hour drive to Fayette and Bastrop. We got a lot of little lakes around here we can hit.
Now you said LBJ and Austin and this town lake, you know, there's a big, you know, we've had a drought all 2014 in Texas. Like Lake Travis, I know is real low. But
Yes.
They're constant level though.
Constant. It's nice, you know, that all the brush piles we put out, everything's still the same with a constant level lake. So it stays consistent all year. You know, bass and crappie have been good the whole time. So
Got some rowers coming right here.
yeah, look at them. Watch out. You don't have many boats out here, but you got some rowboats.
They're practicing for the next meet, aren't they?
That's it. But yeah, we're really lucky to have so many lake choices, you know.
Yeah, that's great. That's cool.
That's awesome.
A little better?
Nah. I think so.
Might like it.
Growing up a little, but
On the back side of that boulder?
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a nice fish.
Yeah, where it drops off at 16, it comes to 10 to 16.
We're Charles found a little drop shot fish right here, and I got to get mine rigged up. Did that on purpose, didn't you?
Got two back to back.
Pretty good chunk.
Yeah, there's a bunch up underneath us. Really good chunk.
And we can see these fish on the graph too. That's
Yeah,
what
if
the
you
cool
look at
deal
that
is.
front graph, they're loaded down there. I'm gonna get back in there real quick.
I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna get mine
That
rigged
was-
up and get in there real quick too.
Yeah, a few of them down there. Yeah, that drop shot, one of the easiest and best bait for guiding. And this time of year, these fish are just locked on the bottom. Thin
What-
wire hook.
Well, what we did was there's a big boulder right there, some big boulders here, and just on the backside of that boulder.
Backside
there.
of it, yeah. Kind of tapering off one there. There was a bunch of fish right there. Hopefully they're bass.
There's one.
There you go. Got him. Oh yeah.
Drop shot fish.
Drop shot. Oh yeah. Found this little school here. That's what we needed.
Is that pretty good on this lake? You can find schools
Yeah,
like that.
They ball up here pretty good.
And that's perfect scenario.
There's
Not double. All right.
There was a bunch of them down there.
Look at that. That's fun.
Oh, these chunks too.
I'll switch with you. I'll hold this right here. And that's the thing. It's a perfect scenario. They're on the backside of a big boulder that's like 10 foot tall.
They are loaded down there.
Woohoo!
Nice bass.
And Charles and I have fished against each other in a lot of tournaments. In fact, we won some boats together, haven't we?
Yes, sir.
Same tournament. But when the fish are biting like this, we don't like to talk too much. We want to catch them.
That's fun right there.
Yeah, they're down there.
There's a bunch.
This is fun. You don't ever get tired of it, do you?
No, not that. Especially when our electronics are so unbelievably awesome when that kind
Look
of
at
stuff.
him. Look at him. I'll get another bite here in a second. This is fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Now we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we'll put Charles back up here in the front. And one of us is going to have one on. Might be doubles again.
Might be doubles again. You're right.
All right.
I actually need
Go
to
ahead,
get
I'll
a
switch
new
you.
worm.
This segment of Honey Hole All Outdoors is brought to you by Minn Kota, anywhere, anytime. Humminbird, simply, clearly, better. Talon, shallow water anchor. Royal Purple, the performance lubricants that outperform. and by Mike Carlson Motor Company.
You make me come alive.
I've never felt so free.
Can't get you off my mind. There's still so much to see.
You bring out the best in me.
Hey! You make me come alive.
There's still so much to see.
You make me come alive. I've never felt so free.
Are you ready to go grab life by the gills? Maybe take a road trip to a place with no roads. Would you like to make an investment you know will pay off? Then you belong at Bass Pro Shops, where great gear, great prices, and the great outdoors all meet up. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here.
There's one, there's one.
Get back in there.
I told you when we come back, I'd be having, somebody'd
There
have
you
one
go.
on. I got one on.
quick. See if we can get a double again. Yeah, nice.
The little black spots on there. Always in the winter time they get that on them, don't they?
Healthy fish. Nice deal, nice deal.
Now, how long have you? What's the name of your guide service? And
It's it's barefootfishingtours.com. I've been guiding for about 8 years now.
full-time guide.
Full-time guide. I started down in South Texas and the lakes kind of got really tough, so I moved back home and started guiding all the central lakes. And like I said, we got constant level lakes, so the drought hadn't hurt us, and fishing's been really, really good.
What lakes do you normally guide on mainly?
Town Lake, Lake Austin, Canyon Lake, and in the wintertime, a lot of times I go to the power plant lakes, Bastrop and Fayette. And
you'll go if somebody wants a special request or something.
Yes, definitely. I still go to Falcon every once in a while, you know.
Sure, you got to.
Got to make that 3 to 4 day trip and go try to get the big one. But you know, last year on Town Lake, my client caught the lake record. That was
Right here.
13-1. Yep. So this lake has some big ones, and it's going to keep on producing big ones.
Was that fish put in the Share Lunker program?
Share Lunker program, and
Well, cool.
it was a pretty cool deal.
All right, we'll put a picture of that up there then.
Yeah, that's.
Just catch another one today.
Let's do it.
All right. Got him.
Oh yeah. Better?
Yeah, nice fish.
Oh.
Yeah, we're laughing.
You followed out. That's
we
fun.
fish hundreds of days a year and we never get tired of it, do we?
Oh, that's awesome.
I never get tired of it. Look at that right there.
That's awesome.
Austin city limits, drop shotting. Perfect.
Man. I know there's a big one with them.
You know there is. I'm using green pumpkin. We're Texas rigging it too, so with the drop shot.
Yeah.
Because there is some brush and stuff.
Yeah, there's a little bit of everything down there.
I got one of these worms if you want one.
I might.
They're about 15 bucks.
The price just went up.
Since I'm in my boat, he didn't bring all his tackle. The price is high.
Hey,
Right?
that's about, I'd pay
Sometimes
that.
I'd
That's how
pay
much
that.
I like catching fish. I'd probably pay it.
I know it too.
When you pay $20 and $30 for a crankbait, why not
It's crazy,
that much
ain't
for a
it?
worm?
Is it bass?
I don't know. I think I got 2 on there. Oh, they're bass.
There's 52-degree water and they're schooling.
Isn't that awesome?
Look at that. They actually come up schooling, chasing bait
Schooling?
fish.
That's crazy.
Something, ain't it? And you said there is white bass in here.
Yeah,
too.
there's some huge whites. Didn't know what they were right there, but they did come up.
That's crazy. I don't think I've seen them schooling in 50-degree water
Man,
before.
that's pretty chilly.
It's pretty chilly for schooling.
Yeah.
But this A-rig is perfect to try to catch schoolers.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm not fire out of it. That's awesome.
No wonder you like this lake.
Ooh, we got a
And
bunch
so,
of thunder.
lake record is 13 pounds, 1 ounce, but you're
Ooh, going in behind you, baby.
throw in behind.
Golly. Schoolies. Yeah, nothing like that. That's a good,
Largemouth too.
good one. Got him on the
Imagine.
white one.
Look how fat that fish is. Look at
Got
him
him
schooling
over
over there.
Oh, that is something.
Well, guess
man.
what, Charles? If you
Look
wanna-
at all of them.
He's the only guy down the lake probably, aren't you? And he's a good one too. Schooling fish in the middle of the winter time.
Look at that bird.
Okay, we'll see y'all later. We'll come up with this week's pro tip. I'm gonna make Charles give us a good pro tip and show you on the map exactly where we're fishing. But guess what? We're gonna catch some schoolers.
Look at all of them.
Schooling bass, 50-degree water.
Oh, they're over there.
Hey,
That's crazy.
we've been fishing a long time. We still get excited.
Yeah,
about it.
that is. That is.
This segment of Honey Hole All Outdoors is brought to you by Capital City, Lake Murray Country, Redhead, finest in the field, Hook, performance fishing, performance from the first cast to the last, Quantum, fishing at a quantum level, and by Moritz Chrysler Jeep Dodge.
Hey guys, I'm Mike Hernan, Bassmaster Elite Series Pro. I'd like to invite you to join us for the Oakley Big Bass Tour in 2015. The Oakley Big Bass Tour is the nation's premier amateur big bass tournament and will feature 10 events in 10 states with thousands in guaranteed payouts and a brand new nitro boat at every event.
This tour is about one thing, and that's catching big bass.
For more information on rules and registration, log on to oakleyBigBass.com.
At Moritz Chevrolet, we've got something special, our customers. And interestingly enough, the feeling seems to be mutual.
The sales staff, finance people, they're honest with you from the very introduction.
We offer you the best selection at the best price. Buy a 2015 Silverado Crew Cab for only $32,995 or a 2015 Chevy Equinox LS for only $21,495. Mention you saw this ad on Honey Hole and receive a GM bedliner free.
This week's pro tip is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here.
These A-rings are perfect for that.
I got a baby, but I'll take him.
Oh my God.
Oh, he ain't that bad. He just didn't fight as good.
Well, welcome to this week's pro tip. And Charles he was telling me, and I told him, you got to share it with you viewers at home. Something I'm going to do with my A-rig that is a great pro tip.
Yeah, we
While
got.
he's telling, I'm going to keep fishing.
Yeah, keep fishing. Let that one go. On these A-rigs, your bait sits in your boat all year. Right here, put a split ring, take off the store-bought swivels you get. And another tip, they're all white, but it's actually a different white. I usually put a gray one on there, but these are an ice color and then a white. Always put one color different. I usually run 4 of the same dominant, like a white, and then these are a gray. And they usually target that back one too. You catch about 80% of your fish on that back middle one that's a different color. That's my pro tip for the week right there. Hopefully it helps you out.
This week's map tip is brought to you by Lake Master.
Well, I told you we were going to keep fishing, but welcome to this week's map tip.
Yeah.
I'm skiing them in. I'll show you on the map where this lake is. All right, he had chartreuse too.
Oh, yeah.
Other one hit white, so I got 2 colors on there. But I'm looking here at I'm going to zoom out here. You can see my trail right there. It's in red. And see, right here is Lake Austin. And I'm going to zoom in. We're up going. See, there's it says the Tom Miller Dam, and that's Lake Austin. Right here is Town Lake, and we put in right at I-35 bridge. I'll zoom back over here.
We have made a journey with a trolling motor.
Right. And see, there's the dam right there, Town Lake Dam. You can see on my map. There's I-35 we put in right there at the bridge. But it's idle only. I meant not idle, trolling motor only. And there's a ramp there, and you park underneath I-35, but a good one-lane ramp. And it was easy to launch, and we've got to go all the way back on trolling motor. So we're going to go ahead and fish our way back, especially since you're schooling.